Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back from a brand new video. Today's video we have the last preview slash team news slash prediction of the season. Insert sad face here. Which means I've got 2 videos per week. That's easy, the prediction and the fan recap gone. I'm actually going to have to work for my content for once, and that just spells disaster. But let's go out with a bang. If you are new around here, make sure you be hitting that subscribe button. It's down there, it's free, doesn't cost you anything, and it just helps us on our way towards 55k, which now we have reached over 28,000 subscribers. We are past halfway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So with that being said, let's just dive into today's video then, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Kilmarnock versus Rangers again for the 7th time this season. What? But believe it or not, it is not a dead and buried game as some may actually suggest. 7th time or not, this is still a pretty interesting game to actually be breaking down, because on one side you've got Kilmarnock having to win this game or get some positive points to make sure they move above Aberdeen. Again, if Kilmarnock draws and Aberdeen wins, they will drop to 4th in the league. So this is pretty much a must-win game. We've seen all the stuff about the stands. They want to fill it. They want to celebrate getting into European football, their history, etc. So it's going to be a massive game for Kilmarnock. And on the Rangers side of things, we are playing the best football we've played in about 8 or 9 years, and that just shows that by the stats, because this is the best winning run we've had since 2011. But not only are we playing exciting football that's genuinely pleasing on the eye to watch, we've got a formation out that just works wonders and every single person knows their roles and responsibility, but also we have a chance at a bit of history here. This team right here this season, under the first season of Steven Gerrard, has the chance to break a Rangers record by winning every single game post split. It's never ever been done before, and you think about how many good teams we've had previously, led by my man, my hero, Barry Ferguson, those teams back in the day that we all grew up watching. We have a chance this season to break a record we've never done before. And I want to turn our attention to this winning run by the Glasgow Rangers, because I've seen a couple of comments, because I genuinely still read every single comment that gets posted, and a couple of people's opinions are that this Rangers team's only in this winning run because there's no pressure on them now. Celtic won the league, and then ever since then Rangers have took hold because there's no pressure on them. They're playing without pressure, and that is why they're playing well. Now, I'm not saying that my opinion's right and your opinion's wrong. If you still think that, that's completely fair. I'm just going to give you my point of view, or the sort of my side of the argument. I couldn't disagree more, if I'm being 100% honest with you, because I think there's pressure each and every single time you play for Rangers. There's no easy games when you play for Rangers. Every single game is a must-win game, and whether you're at the stands or if you're watching from your friend's house, the pubs, wherever, the social media age now, there's going to be pressure, and if you're not performing, you will be called out. So I completely disagree with the no pressure argument on the Glasgow Rangers. And I think the no pressure argument, that's why they're performing well, is actually a disservice to not only the Rangers players who are running their hearts out each and every single game, but also the work that Steven Gerrard and the coaching staff has done this season. Now obviously we want to be winning leagues and winning cups and get to finals, at least winning things. I completely understand that, but as Gerrard said earlier on in the season when he walked in, he inherited a squad that was inexperienced in winning. He brought in 10 players that needed to get embodied in the squad. That was going to take time to get up to the winning mentality and culture of playing for a Glasgow Rangers. It was always going to take time, but now we've spent the majority of the season working that out. Yes, there's been ups, there's been downs, there's been inconsistencies, but that was all part of the process. Now we're starting to finally reap the rewards of all the hard work, all the ups and the downs, all the frustrations, all the late leads that we've given away has all been towards what we have now, and that is a winning Rangers team. Now with that being said, however, Gary McAllister has talked about there's going to be clear rotations in this game. No, we're not talking about just the fact that it's a horrendous plastic part. There's just a couple of players that's already left for fitness reasons. We've got Nikola Katic, who will not be available for tomorrow's game, as he's been sent away on a couple of weeks holiday before he plays in the European Under-21s Championship with Croatia. Good luck to the Croatian Prince. But not only is Nikola Katic going to be missing out, we've also got probably the player of the moment, Mr. Scotty Arfield himself. There's your thumbnail. But all joking on that aside, Scotty Arfield has also been sent on a week's holiday to get a wee bit of rest and freshen up for next season, as pre-season for next year is only a couple weeks away, so we will no longer be seeing Scotty Arfield for the season. So that's a bit of a massive blow in my personal opinion, and that's what opens up the door to what formation are we going to be playing. Are we still going to be sticking to what we know? Who's going to be brave enough to step into that Arfield role, which he has well and truly made his own, and try and live up to that. Now, there's also the small fact that Andy Halliday was the player featured in the press conference. Now, if you followed that throughout the season, whoever's there's normally playing in the game, I think it's about 99% sure that whoever's part of that press conference will be playing in the actual game itself. So it looks like Andy Halliday is getting his swan song for this season, and he well and truly deserves it. He's been fantastic all year. He's not played week in and week out, but whenever he has played, he's worked his arse off, and again, he's been said to be brilliant in the dressing room as well. So there's going to be a lot of rotations for the squad, so I'm a wee bit worried about that and how it's actually going to be playing, but also excited to see how these players can come in now. They've seen how we've played in this formation, and to see if it breeds not only the starting 11 but to the 18 and even beyond, if they have got that winning mentality. Hey everyone, the battery in my camera ran out, so I've had to just sit here for about half an hour to finish off this video. Let's continue, shall we? However, in saying that regarding the rotation, I'm not sitting here expecting there's going to be a brand new 11. Like, I'm not expecting the Grezdas and the Koulibalys to get a shot. I don't think we're quite there yet. I believe we'll take out a couple of players and rest as many key players as we can while keeping this team strong, because Kilmarnock is a very good team. We can't just go here and play a bunch of 18-year-old laddies and some of the misfits who hasn't performed all season long, or Kilmarnock will turn us over. They are a very good side and they're looking for the free point. So I'm expecting, obviously, Fotheringham to start in goals. I've seen Twitter say Andy first should come in here and get his debut, but he's just basically been bought because Robbie McCrory was loaned out and we needed a number 3 goalkeeper because Ross can play everywhere. I'm expecting Joe Worrell to come in at the centre back spot. At the left back spot, there's been talk about Andy Halliday, and yes, he was featured and I think he will play in midfield, but I just don't think they'll take Flanagan out, especially after his people's elbow. And I think we may even see Ross McCrory starting tomorrow versus Kilmarnock alongside Mr. Graham Dorrans. I don't know, there's something in there. It just says Graham Dorrans will start this game. I think he will just go exactly where Scott Arfield was playing, because Arfield's sent on holiday. Graham Dorrans has been training with the first team for a long time. I obviously watched him play against Falkirk last week and he played the entire 90 minutes. Graham Dorrans is ready, and I just think he will come in there, start and be played in that Scotty Arfield role, because he's kind of like Scott Arfield, you know what I mean, very, very intelligent in the ball, and I think he'd naturally fit in that position. And if I'm being honest, I hope Graham Dorrans does start, and I just really hope he has a fantastic game, because the guy deserves it. He stayed mentally strong through the numerous injuries he's had this season. He's battled his way all the way back. The man deserves it, and he's clearly a talented footballer as well, so hopefully Graham Dorrans starts tomorrow. And last but not least, the last change to the starting 11 I think will happen will be at the striker position, which leads me perfectly to my next little discussion. Now, just in case you missed it, Colombia announced their Copa America squad and Alfredo Morelos wasn't listed. Now, if you followed this channel for a long time, we've sort of reported the entire year that Alfredo Morelos has circled the Copa America. That's all his focus has been, playing well enough for Rangers to make it for Colombia to the Copa America, and unfortunately it didn't happen. And it wasn't even just that, there was 10 strikers picked ahead of him. Now, this isn't because of a lack of talent or inability, or even these players picked ahead of him are better than him, because I mean, you just need to go back a couple of months ago. The Colombian manager went on record and said Alfredo Morelos is the future of Colombian football. He's had praise from James Rodriguez and Falcao. It's simply because of his ill-discipline and these disciplinary problems all season long that's cost him an opportunity to play in the Copa America. Now, I'm sorry if this seems a bit too harsh or anything like that, but this could be the best thing that could have happened for not only Alfredo Morelos, but for Rangers Football Club as well. The fact that his dream has been crushed and we're hearing that he's absolutely devastated, he's not been able to go, maybe the reality check that he needs. The penny may have just finally dropped, and this could be the catalyst for Alfredo Morelos to take his career to the next level. So with that being said, the question of today's episode is, do you unleash Alfredo Morelos versus Kilmarnock and give him the opportunity to not only show the Colombian boss that he's wrong, but Steven Gerrard is right for starting him in the game versus Kilmarnock? Do you trust him enough to let him go out there and hopefully get a couple of goals and get by that 30 goal mark? Which, pop quiz by the way, who was the last Rangers striker to get over 30 goals? Let me know down in the comment section below, along with your answer to on whether Alfredo Morelos should start versus Kelly. Now, there's nothing else to recap from the original press conference on the official Rangers YouTube channel, as they spent the majority speaking about Liverpool in the Champions League, Liverpool's 97 points, and Stevie Clarke for the Scotland job. So instead, let's do the injury list and suspension list very, very quickly, because for once, it's no stacked. Suspensions, apart from Alan McGregor, everyone else is fine. And over to the injury list, the only name that's officially there, by the way, is Jamie Murphy, who we all know won't play again this season, as they will not risk him in the plastic pitch where he originally got injured. And with that being said, all that's left is for me and they to get their fan predictions out there down in the comment section below. While you're getting your thoughts and opinions out there, I will give you mine. I am going to go with Rangers 3, Kilmarnock 1. The goal scorers will come from Alfredo Morelos. It's going to happen. It's written in the stars that he will get his 30th goal of the season. I also think Jermaine Defoe will get on the score sheet. Either he's going to be starting alongside Alfredo Morelos as they just go for it in the last game, or he'll come on and grab a goal. And my last goal scorer is going to be one of the first goal scorers I picked right at the start of the season. It's going to be none other than Captain Tavernier. And before we jump over to Twitter and hear from the people for the last time this season, grab your refreshments everyone and let's toast the lads ahead of the performance. 3, 2, 1, sponsor break. So over to the people then on Twitter. There's been 1,143 votes. Thank you so much for getting involved. 6% votes for Kilmarnock, 6% votes for the draw, but 88% of the people votes for a Rangers win. So let's see what they've had to say. King Kamara writes in 2-0 to Rangers, Morelos to score number 30 and Arfield to continue his form. Philip writes in 2-0 to Rangers, Jermaine Defoe and Ryan Kent to score the goals. Stevie Brown says, I hope for a wee 2-0, but I think it's going to be a poor game. Players no wanting injured for their holidays. Wee Alfredo double as he likes a goal against them. Cairo also writes Rangers 2-0. Alex Horn also writes Rangers 2-0. Has everyone else got the sports almanac apart from me? Is that what's happening here? And the last prediction we will read out for this season will come from, we'll scroll up here and we'll scroll all the way down there and stop it right here. And it comes from Kevin Wakeham. He writes in Kilmarnock 0, Rangers 1. Thankfully it's not a 2-0. And he also writes Jordan Jones own goal, rips his Killy tap off to reveal a Rangers top. What a perfect way to end the prediction video, Kevin. Well in, son. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You've heard from the people. You've heard from myself. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do by now. Get your thoughts and opinions out there. I also need to give a special shout out to Craig and Holly. Craig's actually messaged me. They're now on their honeymoon, so massive congratulations. And he's still continually watching the channel every single day on their honeymoon, so I can't thank you guys enough. And Holly, I do apologise that the content's so low. I will certainly try and improve it. And before we wrap up, if you're free on June the 8th and you fancy watching some charity football, the link for that is down in the description below. Me, so a lot of other Scottish YouTubers. I wouldn't put off, by the way, buying your tickets and buying them at the gate, because there's only a very small amount that's actually available. We've been told that by Falkirk, so the best way if you want to guarantee to get a ticket is using the link in the description and buying it online. And lastly, shout out to the absolute legends on the Patreons account, the 50 strong, helping to support the channel. If you would like to join the 50 strong, the link for that is down in the description below. I've been TJ Over92. Thanks so much for watching, and bye.